So, chapter 10, rediscovery of Paul's epistles. There's a new interest in the epistles of the Apostle Paul. They are a revelation of twofold unveiling of redemption, the legal and the vital side of God's mighty plan. They reveal the fulfillment of the prophecy in Job 33, verse 26, and he restoreth unto man his righteousness. The recovery of righteousness. First, it is a legal recovery. The definition of righteousness, as seen in the Pauline revelation, is the ability to stand in God's presence without the sense of guilt or inferiority. The major theme of these epistles is a new righteousness in contrast to the old righteousness under the law. One is by works, the other is by grace. One was a limited righteousness, the other is an unlimited righteousness. One gave man the standing of a servant, the other gave man the standing of a son. This new righteousness was the mystery which have been hid from ages, from generations. Colossians chapter 1, verse 26, revealed by God to man through Paul. It is a revelation of a new kind of fellowship based on legal grounds. In the Garden of Eden, man lost his fellowship with God. Fellowship is the ultimate end of God's dream for man. God is faithful, by whom ye were called unto the fellowship of his Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 9. Our fellowship is with the Father and with the Son. The new kind of love. It is a revelation of a new kind of love. Natural human love has failed. It is the tragedy of the human race. Love is the best thing that natural man has, but it easily turns to jealousy, bitterness, hatred, and sometimes murder. The new kind of love is never selfish and never seeks its own. See 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. It comes from the heart of the Father, who is love. The new kind of love is the greatest thing that ever came to man. It is the solution of the human problem. It is not only a revelation of these mighty things, but it is also a revelation of the new kind of life. Jesus said, I am come that they may have life. John chapter 10, verse 10. The new creation is receiving the nature and the life of God. It makes man God's son. It makes man one with Christ and one with the Father. It is the outstanding feature of Christianity, the greatest miracle of the ages. A new covenant. It is a revelation of a new covenant. The old covenant with its offerings, sacrifices, and laws was fulfilled and set aside. The new covenant was instituted with the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. He became the high priest, and when we then became the priests of this new covenant. It is the covenant that binds the believer to Christ and Christ to the believer, Jesus himself being the security. It is the advent of a new wisdom. Christ was made unto us wisdom. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 30. It is the wisdom that comes down from above. It is the ability to understand revelation knowledge. Wisdom is the fruit of the human spirit. This new kind of wisdom is the fruit of the recreated and indwelt human spirit. It is a revelation of the lordship of Jesus, as well as the lordship of love and the lordship of the word. They all mean practically the same thing. It is the revelation of a new kind of faith walk, and a faith life. Christianity is called the faith. It is the revelation of the present ministry of Christ at the right hand of the Father. It is the revelation of the church as the body of Christ. It is the revelation of the work of Christ from cross to throne. It is the revelation of his present ministry at the right hand of God for the believer. That is the end of chapter 10. We'll be moving on to chapter 11.